Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another live broadcast here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We are coming to you live from Hempstead, Texas. The Hempstead-Bobcats will be playing host to the East Benoit Brahmas as we get ready for Friday Night Lights in the good old country here in Waller County. Mike Prince here with you on the call. We are getting ready as the teams are being administered out. The Hempstead-Bobcats, of course, being the home team, they will be coming out in their roll machine green, as I like to call it, the deep dark black and green, as we get ready for tonight's contest. Got the night air here open as we are ready to take on the Brahmas. The Bobcats, off of a huge win last week against in Tomball, against the Crusaders of Concordia Lutheran, winning that game against all sorts of adversity by the score of 42-41. Coach Ricky Sargent was featured on our talk show this morning as he was getting ready for tonight's contest. Of course, the Bobcats are being led by Mr. Will Smith, as Will Smith comes fully prepared and ready to lead these Bobcats to victory lane. The Bobcats are coming in at 3-1. Are at the top of their respective districts as they get ready for tonight's contest. The teams are coming out. We're going to rise in for the Hempstead Bobcat band as they play the national anthem. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem being played to pay tribute to Old Glory. And we're ready for some football on tonight, live from Hempstead, Texas. Let the Mike Broadcast Network ready to get things on the go for you. Mike Prince, and it looks like Mr. Keys is going to be doing some spotting here for me as we get things set up. I want to remind you that tonight's broadcast is made possible by quite a few good people throughout Waller County as we get sorted through to get you the important information on who exactly is involved here as we give homage to those who help us to do what we do here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We want to thank Galileo's Mexican Grill. Also like to thank the Learning Tree Daycare Center. We want to thank Armor Industries, Hempstead ISD, Varsity Grill, Larry's Automotive, the Temple of Refuge Ministry, the Hempstead Theater. The Hempstead Theater located at 740 12th Street in Hempstead, Texas. Their movie times are 7:30 on Fridays, 6 and 8:30 on Saturday, and 2 and 4:30 on Sundays. They're featuring now The Equalizer with Denzel Washington. You can call for more information at 979-826-2981. I want to also thank attorney Lee Van Richardson for his contributions for tonight's broadcast. Teams have come out to get the flips. The Hempstead Bobcats will be in their black uniforms with the green helmets, the machine green, as we will be able to get some things set up here. Have Antonio lock it down keys. All right. As he will be our spotter for tonight. He'll be letting us know how long the plays are going. And it's good to have him on board. He got caught up in a little traffic, and we had to get started. Got the high top fade working. He's dressed to a T, too. He's looking good. As the Brahmas, they are coming in right now. They're ready to go. Back deep. If we find out the number back deep, whoa. The lights just went out here in the press box. Not sure what that was all about. As they got things situated here. Getting the eyes from Mr. Keys where he can see. East Benoit ready to go. They'll be going from left to right. And we're moments away from getting this off the way. The kick is a wobbler kick, picked up at about the 22-yard line, running straight up the middle. Up the middle, got a lane. Nobody in front of to give any type of chase. And running down to the 20 and finally hauled out of bounds, or is it a touchdown? They're going to say a touchdown what an effort. That ball picked up at the 21-yard line by Charles Chapman, and Chapman took that back for 75 yards on the opening kickoff to give the East Bernard Brahmas a early 6-0 lead. The squib kick, usually in defense against a potential threatening run back, that one blew up right in the faces of the Bobcats. So with 11:46, right at the opening drive, the Brahmas score. The point after is being up. Looks like offsides was the call against the Bobcats, but it will be good. Man, we're talking about getting a quick start. A 75-yard kickoff return. And just like that, East Bernard takes an early lead. Charles Chapman took off, and there was no return. So, wow. I mean, we didn't even get a chance to go through the opening credits yet, and we had some early doings. We got other games going on here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network that will be able to be picked up on by simply dialing 724-444-7444. The Waller Bulldogs are in action right now as they are hosting the Springwood Lions. It is homecoming for the Bulldogs. So now the Bobcats will try to see if they can return the favor. Back deep for the Bobcat is for the Bobcats, Mr. Denzel Perry. Perry is ready to stand at his 9-yard line to get that received. Waiting for the kick here. The kick is a high, short kick, almost like an onside attempt. That ball hits the ground, and it looks like the Brahmas come close to recovering that. We're trying to see exactly how they're going to sort that out. The Bobcats do maintain possession. So Hempstead will take over here with 11:42. They will start at their own 38-yard line as Will Smith and company come out. Spread formation look. Ball on the far side on the right hash mark. Bobcats going from right to left. Smith takes it. He goes to quarterback Reed Keeper, and he gets across to the 40-yard line where he will pick up a couple of yards on his first attempt of the night. Of course, he was the player of the week for week number 3, as he was electrifying last week with his performance in Tomball. So they will line up. They'll give him credit for about 2 yards as he's now in the spread formation. Man comes in motion, and there is another give, this time to Mays trying to get to the outside, and he is wrapped up. Oh, he's still fighting on his feet, and he will finally get back to the original line of scrimmage. And he will lose about 3 yards. So it's going to bring third down, and we'll call it 12 for the Bobcats. Just getting on the way here as Bobcats are at home. Royal at home and Waller at home. So Waller County has took capacity. Smith keeps it and makes one defender miss, looking for the block. He got inside the lane, close to a first down as he gets up to about the 46-yard line. That was actually Thomas on the keeper, the reserve quarterback. So the kicking unit will come out, and it looks like going back deep for the Brahmas will be number 8, Mark Boss. So the ball is right at the 46-yard line. That's a high snap. It is retrieved. The kick is up and on the way, a high, short kick. That ball bounces down at the 30-yard line and comes back toward the 34 where it is touched. And the Bobcats will turn the ball over after the punt with 9:41 in the first quarter. They're going to actually spot that at the 35-yard line. So the Brahmas will take over for the first time with their offense touching the ball. Already up by the score of 7-0. Just getting on the way. The opening kickoff return for a 75-yard touchdown. Wing T formation looked by East Bernard. Underneath, there's a give to the back and running straight through the middle part in the C. He's across the 50 down to the 30 where he's finally wrapped down a huge run of 35 yards. Charles Chapman, Mr. Do-It-All again. So Chapman doing what he does. First down for East Bernard. East Bernard coming out quickly, 9:20 on the clock. Ball on the right hash mark, going from left to right. The 28-yard line is the spot of the football. Robinson underneath center takes it, gives it to the fullback this time, and he is finally wrapped up after a pickup of about 3 yards. So the Bobcats in a slight hole as they're making adjustments right now. 8 minutes and 50 seconds here in the first quarter. Brahmas coming out. We'll get the quarterback's number and name in just a second for you. Wing T formation, tight look. Bobcats just saw this last week, and now there's a keeper this time. Oh, it's a give to the back. Little misdirection run. Robinson in the backfield along with the quarterback. It's number 8, Mr. Mark Bossy. Mark Bossy is the QB. So it's 8 minutes, 7:59 now remain. Bossy under center. That wing T look for the Brahmas. Deep underneath, and gives it back to his back and trying to push forward for a first down. But we know that Chapman will be the man. He already got a 75-yard kickoff return to establish this lead for the Brahmas. Mike Prince and Antonio Keys here with you. 5. So now it will be first down. Enough for move the sticks as Bossy is underneath center. He takes it. This time he gives it to the fullback, number 11. Number 11 being Mr. Allen Anderson. Anderson gets the positive gain. About 2 yards, we'll say. Ball is on the left hash mark on the far side of the field. Bobcats down 7-0. Bossy checking out the defensive look for the Bobcats. Diggs underneath center. And swings out in motion. There's going to be a keeper this time by Bossy, and Bossy's going to be wrapped up. He may have picked up a couple of yards on that run. So it's going to bring up third down, and we'll call it about 5. Ball is right at the 13-yard line of the Bobcats. Bobcats trailing by the score of 7-0. Just getting on the way here in Hempstead, Texas. Lovely, heavenly Hempstead, Texas. So Bossie's underneath center. Bobcats trying to buckle down right now. Take it. There's going to be a give straight up the middle for the touchdown, the misdirection run. 13-yard TD run. A beautifully executed misdirection. Was that Chapman, number 22, yet again? So Chapman has 2 touchdowns in 2 possessions. The extra point attempt is up, and it is good. And with 5 minutes and 49 seconds, the Bulldogs find themselves trailing 14-0. Just like that, the Bobcats are trailing. The Bobcats are known to work on it. I want to remind you that tonight's broadcast is being made possible by Galileo's Mexican Grill at 1988 FM 359 in Patterson, Texas. Give them a call at 979-865-1906. Don't forget the Hempstead Theater. The Hempstead Theater, located at 740 12th Street in Hempstead, Texas. They have the Equalizer featuring Denzel Washington kicking off tonight. You can listen, go watch at 7:30 on Fridays. And on Saturdays, you can go at 6 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. And on Sundays at 2 and 4:30. The Hempstead Theater, located, of course, in Hempstead. The Bobcats trailing as they await the kick. There's a high short kick picked up at the 27-yard line. Convoy going and finally brought down as on the run was Banks. And the Bobcats will take over with 5:42. And that ball will be spotted. It looks like they're going to put it at the 32-yard line of the Bobcats. So now the Bobcats coming out with a second time around. As Smith takes the snap. No, it's not Smith. There's a give to Mays. Mays runs over the official after they picked up the first down. We're going to check to see if there's an injury to Smith. Right now, Jalen Thomas is in at quarterback for the Bobcats. Trying to check on the sideline to see if we can see Smith. Don't see him just of yet. Now they're going up at the give back to Mays. Mays makes the first defender miss, and he will have a little pile convoy meeting as he gets about 3 or 4 yards off that surge. Trying to find out if there's an injury with Will Smith. So they're going to give about 3 yards credit. We're trying to find out if there's an injury with Will Smith. 3 receivers to the right side. Now there's going to be a keeper by Thompson. Thompson weaving through defenders. He gets up close to midfield, but he's going to be stopped. I know he had a high ankle sprain, and it looks like it may be aggravating him yet again as Thomas will come. So they tried to go with Smith on tonight, but it looks like it's going to be on the shoulders of Jalen Thomas. So it's 3rd down and 6, 4 minutes and 15 seconds in this opening quarter. Bobcats trailing by the score of 14-0. Bunch right as Thomas looks. He wants to throw. Being flushed out of the pocket, running up to the middle, gets to the left side, got across the 40. Now tried to hurdle over the defender, but he may have enough for the first down. So Thomas showing a little athleticism himself. as he will come on board. First down for the Bobcats. As they're ready to get things going, the ball is spotted right at the 44-yard line. Thomas hands it off to Mays. Mays spinning off defenders, still on his feet, spinning down past the 40, close to the 35. They're going to spot him right around the 37-yard line. A good run by Mays. Mays on the spin move. Mr. Tyson Mays, the senior running back, 5'7". So the Bobcats trying to make their deepest penetration. Keeper by Thomas. Thomas goes down inside the 35. They'll spot him at the 34. As we're coming up with 3 minutes and 6 seconds on the clock. They stop momentarily right now. Going to be third down. I don't understand why the clock was stopped. Okay. Started back up now. Third down and less than a yard for the Bobcats. Now it's a bunch left. The ball is on the left hash mark. Thomas keeps it rolling to the left side, looking for a block. He gets down close to the 30, where he's going to be stopped right around the 32. That should be a Bobcat first down. So the Bobcats, they've got their third first down on this drive and coming up on play number 8. Without Thomas takes it, gives it to Mays. Mays running up hard downfield, spinning off defenders down close to the 26-yard line. As Bobcats are threatening to try and at least cut this lead in half. Thompson takes it, gives it to Mays. Mays weaving through defenders yet again, and he's close to yet another Bobcat first down. And they are going to say it is. First down for the Bobcats. 1 minute and 55 seconds. Timeout is taken on the field as we are making adjustments here at Bobcat Stadium. Mike Prince and Mr. Antonio Key had to do the mad dash. We were scheduled to do sorry, I just got a text. As we got timeout going on right now, I just want to remind you that Keys, you will be around for the next one, right? He says on time, as we want to let you know that you can listen to Waller County broadcast by simply dialing 724-444-7444 for the Hempstead Bobcats. The code will be 135036. For the Royal Falcons, their code is 134280. And for the Waller Bulldogs, it will be 46493. And we get ready here to resume play. Thomas takes it, gives it to Mays. Mays spinning down close to the 15-yard line. He will keep the chains moving forward as the Bobcats are moving from right to left on the dial, dressed in their home blacks with the green stripe, white numbers, slick-looking uniforms. I like that. So it will be second down, and we'll call it about 5. So the ball is placed right at the 15-yard line. The 15-yard line is close enough. Thomas takes it. Gives it to Mays yet again. Mays spinning down close to the 10. And that will be almost to the first down, but they're going to say just missed it by a hair. So it'll be third down. We'll call it 1 as we come up on 1 minute left here in this opening quarter. Bobcats down 14-0. Two quick scores, well, one quick score and a decent drive as the give is back to Mays. Mays running down inside the 5 and gets down for a first down. And Mays is running with a passion on tonight. So it will be first and goal. The ball is placed right at the 3-yard line. Coming up with 30 seconds now before this quarter is over with. Mays in the pistol formation. Takes it. He's going to keep it himself. The sweep to the left side, and Mays will get in for the touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run. At 17 seconds, they're going to officially call it a 4-yard TD run by Mr. Jalen Thomas. And just like that, the Bobcats are right back in it. 17 seconds as now the place kicker. It looks like Mr. Sergio Caston gets the kick. The snap is partially blocked. And that has been an Achilles heel for the Bobcats. So, we have 17-6 remaining. The Bobcats down by the score of 14-6. Mike Prince, you're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Got Mr. Antonio Keys here doing a spotting for us tonight. Picking up on that system pretty good over there, man. Yeah. Sometimes you have to work it to your own understanding. Want to remind you that you can follow us on Facebook at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Like our page. Let us know what's going on, what's going down from time to time, as we will gladly take your suggestions and recommendations. While we're talking about suggestions and recommendations, I want to give a shout-out to the Learning Tree Daycare Center. Learning Tree Daycare Center is located at 837 12th Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call a pair. She's the owner at 979-826-4703. Bobcats rebounding, making this yet more competitive contest. They have cut the lead almost in half, trailing 14-6. As they will get ready to kick off. I want to remind you, you can listen live right now to not only the Bobcats, the ball is kicked, and it is going to be fair caught by one of the upbacks. So the ball will be at the 34-yard line of East Bernard as they will get ready to come and see what they can do here with 17 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Bobcats started off in a 14-0 hole as Mark Boss comes out now. That wing T formation, real tight. Bossy squunched way beneath the center. As he takes it now, he gives it to the back, running in between defenders and down to the midfield, as that was Karan Robinson. Karan Robinson gets a Brahma first down, as the Bobcats back-to-back weeks having to deal with this same wing T formation. They faced it against the Crusaders, and it took them about a half to get adjusted. But we'll see what happens tonight. Each team runs it a little bit different, as Brahmas coming out now having somewhat of effectiveness. We have reached the end of the first quarter. The Hempstead Bobcats are trailing by a score of 14-6. This is Mike Prince. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Got Mr. Antonio Keys to my left of me. He's writing feverishly away, trying to figure it out. He got this puzzled look on his face like he's taking a chemistry class. Oh, my. Want to remind you can listen to the Sports Report daily at KTORradio.com, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We also now have a syndicated talk show that's featured throughout the nation. A lot of radio stations have picked us up. We're broadcast through Thursdays through Saturdays in Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and, of course, Texas. And that is called the Sports Report Weekly. But you can listen to the Sports Report daily at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Visit the website, KTORradio.com. Go to our sports section, and you will go and click on the Sports Report in the right corner, top right corner, and get all the happenings, not only of Waller County, but we cover the Southwestern Athletic Conference as well. Back to action. We start this second quarter off, ball right at the 50-yard line as the Brahmas now flip sides going from right to left. There's a tough run up to about the 45-yard line. That looked like number 11, Anderson, for the Brahmas. Actually, it was number 12, Matthew Tovar. Tovar is the running backer, linebacker, 5'11", 185-pound junior. As we get ready now to continue on. Bobcats are making quick adjustments here, last second on the defense. There is going to be a give. Oh, rolling out, wanting to throw, and that ball is going to be caught. They say caught. Number 88 rises with the reception, as that was a rollout pass that time by Bossy. That's one thing with the wings he does. You get so drawn and trying to stop the run, it opens up play action. And that was a perfect example as the bootleg rollout to the right side created enough passing lane for Bossy to hit the wide open receiver. So that will be another first down for the Brahmas. Ball is at the 36-yard line as they get ready to go. Another this time we're going to give it to the swinging back, Coran Robertson. And Robertson picks up about 4 yards on that drive. We'll try to get you some scores if we can throughout Waller County. We got multiple broadcasts going on and multiple games going on throughout the night lights here in Texas, Friday night football. As Robinson goes in motion, there's going to be another play-action pass, a pressure, and a sack by the Bobcats. Bobcats getting in there, number 9, Fred Tompkins and crew. Perry and Tompkins get credit for the sack. A big play that was, a loss of 6 yards. And we'll see if the momentum begins to pick up now for the Bobcats. Third down, and we'll call it 16. Back gives it over to Robinson. Robinson with the power sweep to the right side gets to the 34-yard line. So it's going to bring up a fourth down, and we'll call it about 8 for the Brahmas. They're on top 14-6. 8 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Matter of fact, I'll let Keys do some talking at halftime here and just introduce himself for about 10, 15 minutes and tell a story on how he had to come from Houston to Hempstead to get through. Back to action here, looking to throw. And going for the fade route, almost intercepted. Back on the defense was Tyson Mays. So that will be a turnover of downs with 8 minutes and 24 seconds. And now the Bobcats can try to make up the difference. That ball is going to be at the 34-yard line of the Bobcats, where they will take over. And there is a big run up the middle, going down to the 30-yard line, and finally hog-tied at the 26. Explosive runs. Tyson Mays is running with passion on tonight. Picks up 32 yards on the run. Looked like he might have gotten away. Maybe he should have hit the X instead of circle to shake the man off. Bobcats ready to explode. Ball at the 24-yard line. Thomas wants to keep it himself, looking for a lane, squeezing through. He gets about a yard and a half as he will get down. And looks like they're going to give him maybe half a yard. I want to remind you that we'll be in Dallas, Texas for the Cotton Bowl on tomorrow as the Prairie View A&M University Panthers and the Grambling State Tigers will get it on. And the old Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas, man, going to eat me a bunch of fried stuff I don't need. You going there too, Keith? You wish you could? That's his hometown. Well, I spread much love as we get ready now. Thomas loses the ball off the snap, and he wisely falls down on it. It will be a loss, but more importantly, the Bobcats will maintain possession. So it's going to be third down and about 15 yards. Bobcats will try to make things happen here. So with 5:52, the Brahmas will be at their worst position of the night. Ready to come back out. Look like they have some personnel change for the Brahmas. Quarterbacking now is Blake Whiteley. Whiteley underneath center. He takes it. He gives it to the back sweeper to the right side, and that was another power run for the Brahmas, Corin Robinson. Robinson picks up 7 strong yards. Second down and 3 now. Ball is right on the right hash mark as the Brahmas go from right to left. There's going to be another give to the up back this time, as that was number 22, Mr. Charles Chapman. So that will be enough for another Brahma first down. They continue to be impressive with their run attack. Looking at things, ready to go. Whiteley takes it, gives it to Robinson. Robinson trips down. Oh, he was his own work. That was a turf monster tackle there. Trying to sweep to the right side and just lost his footing. So ready to go back and continue. Second down and 10. There's a give this time to the fullback. That looks like number 11 on the run, Alan Anderson. Anderson gets about 5 yards on that run. 3 minutes and 50 seconds coming up before we're at the halftime mark. Decent turnout here tonight. A late entry for the Bobcats, number 74 making the mad dash, Mr. Chad Childress. Now he runs back out, and before they get the penalty, Coach Sargent takes a timeout. So they are down to 1 timeout left as the Bobcats will come and discuss things over right now. 3 minutes and 36 seconds before the halftime. Bobcats trailing 14-6. Mike Prince and Antonio Keys here in Hempstead, Texas. Want to thank Hempstead ISD for their support of tonight's broadcast. Want to thank Larry's Automotive. Larry's Automotive is located at 30540 FM 1488 in the Field Store area of Waller, Texas. I want to thank the Temple of Refuge Ministries for their support. And also want to thank Attorney Lee Van Richardson. Lee Van Richardson is located right here in Hempstead, Texas, at 1047 Austin Street. And his number is 979-826-8008. And want to remind you that you are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. Timeout has been completed. We're ready to complete this drive. Third down and 5 is the situation. The Brahmas with the ball. Bobcats trying to hold. Whiteley is underneath center. He takes it, and he keeps it. No, he gives it to, it looks like Anderson, and Anderson ran into a wall. That was 22 Chapman ran into a brick wall, and the defense of the Bobcats is taking over. Got a scoring update. The Waller Bulldogs are all over Springwood by the score of 48-7. That's a lot of scoring by them Bulldogs. Go back deep. Or the Bobcats awaiting the kick is Mays. He lets it bounce around, and he finally decides to pick it up at the 27-yard line. Got a lane, getting across the 40, and finally stiffs arm a defender. A late hit by Robertson. As Banks, I said Mays, I saw that too. But the Bobcats will be in great field position with 2:44 before the half. They're going to spot that ball at the 46-yard line. And now you see it looked like he was indecisive on what he was going to do. He said, do I let it roll? Then he finally got a charity hop, and he took it, picked it up, and got another additional 15 to 16 yards. So now Thomas, spread formation in the pistol, rocking back. 3 receivers to the left, takes it, rides with Mays. Mays runs hard toward the 50-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards. So it will be second down. So spread formation yet again for the Bobcats. Oh, that was a big hit as Tyson Mays picked up a couple of yards, but that was a tough run. Now it's going to bring up third down, 1 minute and 53 seconds. Timeouts taken by the Brahmas. 1:53 remaining. Bobcats trailing by 8, 14-6. Mike Rentz and Antonio Keys live here in Texas, heavenly Hempstead, Texas, as we are going on. We got the Bobcats and the Brahmas in a district in-house battle. Brahmas coming out of their timeout as they are trying to keep the good guys in green from getting into the end zone. Bobcats now coming from the sideline, ready to go back. The ball is right at the 50-yard line. So now they're ready to resume third down, and we'll call it about 6. As it drifts over, they want to do a reverse pass. They're going to throw the ball to Thomas, and he catches it down to the 20, and a razzle-dazzle play. Jalen Thomas swung the pass to Adam Banks, and Banks snuck like he was going to run a reverse and run in a little wheel route. Was Thomas to get a first down as the ball is right at the 19-yard line. 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining before halftime. 3 receivers to the right side. Thomas takes it, gives it to Mays. Mays weaving in between, gets down to the 16-yard line. And that will be a positive game. It's going to look like they're going to give him about 3 yards on the carry. 1 minute and 24 seconds remaining before the half. Bobcats trailing 14-6. Bobcats do have a first down. I'm sorry, a timeout. As there's going to be now a keeper. Thomas running to the left side, and the sweep was penetrated wonderful that time by the Brahmas defense on the tackle. Looks like that was number 52, Ty Galloway. So it's going to be third down and about 11. 45 seconds remaining in this half. Time is winding down. 35 seconds now on the clock. 12 on the play clock. And comes in motion. Thomas gets it. He wants to throw. He looks to his left, throws. That ball is complete. Down inside the 10-yard line. Adam Banks with a nice reception. Ran a little post route. And tackle number 55 was Edward Garza. Timeout. Bobcats take their final timeout. 24 seconds remaining before the half, but they're in prime position right now to at least get a field goal attempt. But I know Coach Sargent would rather have the touchdown. Remind you that coming up at halftime, Mr. Keys will have the mic for a little while and discuss some things and matters that are going on in the Eastern Hemisphere. We got the high top fade working. Got things set up. We had to do a last-second setup here due to some circumstances, but the show must go on. And they say all is forgiven. You know, it's just a matter of the heat of the moment. So Coach Sargent is ready to draw things out here as he gets ready. Remember, we got all kind of action going on throughout Waller County. All Waller County teams are home tonight. Royal is taking on Brazos in Brookshire. Waller is taking on Springwoods in Waller. And, of course, we're here in Hempstead with the Bobcats and the Brahmas battle. We're ready to go back. 3 receivers to the left now. Thomas looks. He wants to throw. Slant route. In and out the hands of the receiver. Schulte was the intended receiver. Second down. 20 seconds on the clock now. 3 receivers to the right side. Ball is at the 9-yard line. We'll say the 8-yard line. Thomas gets it. He looks. He wants to throw a fade route in the corner. Touchdown. Or is it a flag? There's a flag thrown. We want to see if it's an offensive, defensive penalty. Adam Banks got the touchdown reception if it's against the Brahmas. But the Brahmas are clapping as if Banks is going to be called with the offensive foul. Coach Sargent is out around the 15-yard line not believing that call. And that one is going to go against the Bobcats. Wow. That's very rare that you get an offensive pass interference on a jump ball in the end zone. And that's exactly what it is. That's one of those unusual calls. So now it pushes the ball back to the 24 with 13 seconds remaining. It is second down. So Thomas now gets it. He rolls out, looking to his right. He's being flushed out of the pocket. He's throwing the ball away to Mays, and Mays is going to be slammed down to the ground. There's another flag down. Meanwhile, the clock has run out. Find out exactly what happened here on the call. It cannot, a penalty on the defensive side cannot end the half, so they're going to call it against the Bobcats. Holding is the call, and that is going to take us to the half. So at the end of one half of play, our score is 14-6. East Bernard leading at the half. So go and figure that one out as we get ready here now for the halftime. Halftime report. Want to remind you all that the Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to be the official voice of Waller County Athletics. We could use your support by you becoming a sponsor or a supporter of our Waller County Athletics. For more information, go to the website at ktorradio.com, or you can even call 832-213-8824. This is Mike Prince with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We are getting things almost situated here as Mr. Mays will be coming to, not Mr. Mays, but Mr. Keys will be coming to us momentarily with some information. Meanwhile, we'll give you the scoring recap as we got to where we are at the halftime. The opening kickoff was returned for 75 yards by Mr. Charlie Chapman. Chapman took it back 70 on the kickoff return at the opening kickoff drive. Then it was turned around after a punt on the first possession of the Bobcats with a 13-yard touchdown run by Chapman yet again at 5:49 mark to make it 14-0. Bobcats then turned around with a 13-play drive which consumed 68 yards to get a 4-yard touchdown run by Jalen Thomas. The point after try was missed to make it. It looked like the Bobcats were going to try interference call against the Bobcats, Adam Banks, which pushed them back significantly, and it ended up with a sack and a holding penalty, and we are at the half, 14-6, East Bernard on top. So now we're ready to turn things over to Mr. Keys as he will introduce himself and let you know his schedule that he'll come up. Meanwhile, I'll be trying to check some scores and updates around. So at this point, we're going to turn it over to Mr. Antonio Lights Out, Lock It Down Keys.
Good evening, listeners. Welcome to tonight's broadcast. I am Antonio Keys. Lock It Down Keys is what I'm going by. I'm here in Hempstead, Texas, heavily Hempstead, as Mr. Michael Prince will say. It is halftime, and the score is 14-6 with the Brahmas being ahead of the Hempstead Bobcats right now. Apologize for my tardiness for tonight's broadcast, but I will be broadcasting the remaining home games for the Hempstead Bobcats. I'm enjoying myself here tonight with Mr. Prince. I'm happy that he has me back here. You know, I'm back in Houston. I will be back with the Open Mic Broadcast Network family. In tonight's broadcast, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the City of Prairie View, 4B Economic Group, Galileo's Mexican Grill, located on 1988 FM 359 Patterson, Texas. The Learning Tree Daycare Center, located in Hempstead, Texas. Royal ISD, located out of Prairie View, Texas. Green Lawn Care, that's located in Waller. The Armor Industries, located off of 41002 Highway 290, Business, Waller, Texas. Hempstead ISD, Varsity Grill in Waller, Texas. Right now it's halftime, and the Brahmas are on the field with the color guard and band. Again, I am Antonio Keys. I go by Lock It Down Keys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we are just about done with our halftime play. Bobcats trailing by the score of 14-6. They gave up a 75-yard touchdown run on the opening play of the drive to Mr. Charles Chapman. He ended up crossing the goal line at 11:46 mark, as now they were getting things going. So with that, we had another 13-yard touchdown run by Chapman. Chapman then scored with 5:49 in the first quarter play to make it 14-0 for the Brahmas. Then Bobcats finally got back on the board with a 13-play, 68-yard drive capped off with a 4-yard touchdown run by Jalen Thomas. The point after was missed, and that's our score at the half. Both teams have come out from the halftime break, and they are ready to resume this play. The Bobcats in their home black with the emerald green. Not a lot of time of possession of different series in that first half of play, as the Bobcats only had the ball 4 times. They did end up with a total of 7 first downs, while the Brahmas ended up with 5 first downs. So Bobcats got some things together here late in the first half of play as they'll continue on here to get things picked up. Quite interesting. It's always good to see how these guys make the adjustments. Want to remind you that tonight's broadcast is being made possible by Galileo's Mexican Grill, the Learning Tree Daycare Center, Armor Industries, Hempstead ISD, Varsity Grill, Larry's Automotive, Temple Refuge Ministries, and the Hempstead Theater. Bobcats ready to go as the kick is a high, short kick, fair caught at the 36-yard line. That's where the Bobcats would take over here in the third quarter play. So the Bobcats coming, trying to get things up. They had a golden opportunity back in the first half. Offensive pass interference against Adam Banks pushed him back. As a result, the next play was a sack. Will Smith is out with an ankle injury. 3 receivers to the right side now for Thomas. Thomas takes it, gives it to Mays. He's handled in the backfield, spinning, still on his feet. Tried to be elusive, but too many Brahmas at one time. So that was a loss of a couple of yards. As now be second down, and we'll call it 12 for the Bobcats. 3 receivers to the left for Thomas. Thomas looks. He wants to throw. Throws that ball. That ball is intercepted. He threw that right into the linebacker going out in coverage. Number 8, Mr. Mark Bossy, who's the quarterback, he caught that one as that ball will be turned over with 11-19 in this third quarter play at the 43-yard line of the Bobcats. So Bossy helping himself out with the INT. Ready to go now in this wing T formation. Takes it, gives it to Robinson. Robinson running to the right side. He picks up another positive gain. Looks like 6 or 7 yards. And it's going to be another positive gain. Actually going to give him 6 yards on the carry. And it will be second down and 4. Coming out of the huddle now, all the Brahmas are going from right to left, I should say. White tops, white helmets, maroon pants. They take it, getting ready to say Bossy takes it this time and keeps it himself, looking for a couple of blocks, bouncing off defenders, down inside the 25-yard line. Another strong run and a first down for the Brahmas. Actually was Whitley on the carry. Bossy started off as the quarterback. They changed up with Whiteley. So that will be first down. They're going to say that ball is right at the 26-yard line. So it will be first down and 10 from the 26. Ball on the left hash mark. Brahmas going from right to left. Underneath, down low, almost in a squatter's position is Whiteley. He takes it and gives it to Chapman, running hard up the middle, down inside the 10-yard line, picks up close to 15 yards, and another Brahmas first down. So the Brahmas moving the ball, taking over it off of the interception by Bossy. 9 minutes and 45 seconds here. The ball is lined up right at the 9-yard line, so they cannot get a first down. Whiteley underneath center. Man now coming in motion. Takes it, and he's going to keep it himself, rolling to the left. No, that gives to the up back. I'm sorry. Take me out on that one. As Anderson will get that. The tackle was by number 70, Mr. Troy Reese. So they picked up about 3-4 yards on that particular play. Second down and goal. The ball from the 6-yard line. 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter of play. Wiley. Robinson goes in motion. There's a give to the up back Chapman. Chapman burrows in for another touchdown. 6-yard TD run as Chapman gets his third touchdown of this contest. It has been all Chapman from the beginning of this game up to now. The point after try to be attempt. That looks like number 7. That ball's blocked. It's blocked and it's picked up by the Brahmas and is back down on the ground and finally picked up again. Number 78 on the kick was Kyle Sosa. So that's a favorable thing. So it makes it 20-6 with 8 minutes and 41 seconds here in this third quarter play. So the Bobcats in a slight hole. And they gave up the turnover. Eight minutes and 51 seconds. Bobcats here in their home stadium, trailing by the score of 20-6. Pretty good turnout here tonight. Bobcats now coming back deep for the Bobcats. Look like it will be number 1, Denzel Perry. Denzel Perry and Adam Banks will be our deep men. In fact, Denzel now is kind of pointing to make sure he got enough guys out, doing a head check. So the Brahmas, Kyle Sosa will get ready to kick off here. As the Bobcat faithful are going to try to rally these Bobcats to get back into this. Kick is on the way. A high, short kick yet again. That ball bounces down on the ground, and the Bobcats do fall on it to recover it right at the 40-yard line. The play on to 35 seconds. A late flag coming down. It looks like he called a penalty against the Bobcats. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Illegal procedure. So the ball is now back to close to the original line of scrimmage at the 49-yard line. It started out at the 48-yard line. 3 wide to the right for Thomas. Looking over the 4-3 defense of the Brahmas. He takes it, gives it to the sweep to Banks, that looks like, who gets across down the 45 to the 43-yard line. Oh, that was Gillum. I do apologize. So it's going to bring out the kicking unit again for the Bobcats. The defense has risen to the occasion tonight for the East Bernard Brahmas. So the punting unit coming out again will be Thompson. He gets it. Another good kick. This one kind of a low-line drive, and that ball was touched. Or they're going to say it was a touchback. They're going to say it was a touchback. Great effort by the Bobcats trying to get that in. 1:37 remaining That ball was touched back, and the Brahmas will take over here with 1:37 in this third quarter play. They're already up by the score of 27-6. As Wheatley now comes in late with the play, and he's ready to get things on. They're breaking out and running that tight T formation. They've only thrown the ball less than 5 times for the entire night. Game has gone right by. There's another explosive run, and running hard is Chapman across to the 40-yard line, and he just picked up 22 impressive yards. This young man, Chapman, has been a running machine tonight. Another first down for the Brahmas. And right now, it seems like the game plan is to continue to feed this young man and take off as much clock as possible. Breaking out of the huddle extremely fast now are the Brahmas. Ball at the 42-yard line. Wheatley underneath center. Takes it and gives it to Robinson, running to the right side. He's got a convoy of blockers. He goes across the 50, down inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. That's another big run. That's a 17-yard run. So it's going to be another first down, second first down of this drive, as the Brahmas are pretty much in the driver's seat right now. 40 seconds remaining. 27-6 is the score. Brahmas coming out. Ball is at the 38-yard line. There's going to be another give to Chapman, this time running straight ahead. He gets across the 35 to about the 33-yard line. And that might be the final play of this third quarter. Brahmas are really in no hurry to get with a comfortable lead right now. And the teams are walking over toward the sideline, and we are going to head to the fourth quarter play. And they are trailing 7. Broadcast network. We go to. There is a PayPal button that you can make your donation. We even have listener partner opportunities for $36 a year, $12 a year. You might want defense. That looks like that was Ozell Dillon. Looked like it was intended 84. Clock stops at 11:25. Wildcats need a defensive score at this point to get this crowd back into it. Some are hanging in. Others are starting to fade away. And give. There's a big run again. That looked like Chapman. Chapman has been the workhorse today. He has 3 touchdowns, a 6-yard run, a 13-yard run, and a 75-yard kickoff return. East Bernard is being very methodical. They've had a history of being a powerhouse from their respective ranks. Third down, and we'll call it 4. At wing T formation again, as this time Wheatley dips down low. Will Smith out with an injury, high ankle sprain. He tried to come out but could not go, and they're going to try to save him as much as they can. Thomas coming in, he takes it, keeps it himself. Spin, makes a defender miss, gets around the corner, and slides through across the 26-yard line. Nice run by Jalen Thomas. Picks up some positive yards for the Bobcats. Close to a first down. They're going to call it second down and 1. 1 yard holds the Bobcats back from getting their first down. Thompson ready to go. He gives it to Mays this time. Mays weaving his way through. It looked like he may have picked up enough for a Bobcat first down. So we are first possession for the Bobcats after the halftime was an interception. And the Bobcats have been coming ever since. There's a pass, and it's complete off the deflection. And Curtis with the catch. Picked up about 3 yards. Coming up on 8 minutes in the contest. Had a little snag in that. We do apologize. Final score, Bobcats 33, Brahmas 6. Bobcats have a bye week. They will take on Rice Consolidated here on October the 10th. I'm sorry, the Brahmas on top of the Bobcats 33-6. I'm kind of wishful thinking over here. The Brahmas were a little too much for the Bobcats on tonight. This is Mike Prince, and God bless, and we'll see you on the other side.